Welcome to our video. We're Daires and Akilah Grant.
And today you're in for a treat. This video we're going to show you how we used HEXAGON luxury Stainmaster peel and stick vinyl tile on our small bathroom floor, and we loved it.
And at the end of this video we're going to share with you some pros and cons on how we use this peel and stick tile.
So we hope you like this video. If you do, please give us a thumbs up, share with all your friends, and subscribe to our channel. And remember, you can DIY too. So this is our small bathroom before we did the second makeover.
And this is after the second makeover where we used the HEXAGON tiles.
It all started with a pipe leak under our bathroom floor where contractors had to come in and smooth the concrete.
So I'm helping our helpers to take off the old flooring, and at the same time we're teaching them how to do their own DIY projects.
Yeah. You can see they really get into it. But the purpose was to clean off all of the old tile and get it ready for our new HEXAGON tiles. When I saw the look of the peel and stick tiles compared to the ceramic tiles, I convinced you that we needed to try it.
At first I was a little hesitant because we've never done this before, but we went ahead and got 3 boxes and
Got to work. One of the first things we had to do is lay out all the tiles to make sure we had enough, and to also make sure where we were going to start the tiles and end we had some symmetry, so we didn't have like these small cuts.
Most people would tile up to their baseboard, but since we were replacing all of our baseboards, I used the line to mark where the tile will go to the wall. You can see here I'm trying to cut the tile while it's in place, but it was pretty hard, so I took it to another area and I was able to cut it very easily.
Yeah, the nice thing about these tiles is that they're a little bit thinner than the peel and stick tiles we've used before, and making the cuts are easier.
Yeah, a lot simpler.
So we laid down all of our tiles and tried to find where the most visible part of our bathroom would be, and that's where we laid the first tile.
This project required a lot of spacers.
Yes.
So we used them to make sure that the sides in the tiles didn't stick. I mean, didn't. we made sure that the tiles didn't shift.
But they still did. So that was the only drawback, I think, from using these HEXAGON tiles. The sticky wasn't as sticky as we thought, which I guess was good because we needed to move it around and shift it. But getting all of those grout lines straight with all of the spacers was pretty difficult.
It looks like you're really working on that one right there too. You're trying to make sure that sucker doesn't move, because I'm sure it moved several times on us.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna step on it. I'm applying pressure so it would stick.
I'm freehanding a semicircle on this tile so that I can place it under the flange.
This tile is important because it affects so many of the other tiles in the pattern.
I'm actually using pruning shears to cut this tile. We tried to use scissors before, but they didn't work as well, so we decided to use the shears.
And what's nice is that these tiles do not need a wet saw. We can just use either shears or box cutters to make our shapes and cut our edges.
For my hands, these pruning shears help me to cut smoother edges. We found it is best to cut the tile while the backing is still on it.
Right, because then the adhesive won't get all on your shears or, cutting device.
The tiles around the flange will help to keep the toilet stable, and it will help to create a nice seal.
Here's where our concrete was a little uneven due to the repair, but having the small tiles, it was easy to kind of cover up the unevenness, but we did have to use some extra adhesive on the back of the tile. Now in this area, we didn't tile all the way up to the wall because the vanity was going to go on top, and we used the tiles kind of to level the floor.
This is an example of a smaller corner cut before we put the baseboard in.
We were finally done with sticking down all of the tiles.
Yeah, you can see how we had room on both sides to put the baseboards in again.
We loved how our floor was starting to look. It looked like real ceramic tile.
This is the next step when we're using pre-mixed grout.
And you have to be sure that you're using grout for vinyl tiles, because there is pre-mixed grout for ceramic tiles, but you want to make sure that the grout that you use is specifically designed for vinyl tiles.
We cut the plastic bag on the bottom corner and put the grout inside. We apply grout directly on the grout line to minimize waste.
We noticed with the hexagon tiles versus square tiles, there was so much more grout that we had to wipe up.
Yeah, because the additional grout lines required more patience when we had to grout.
We changed our water bucket many times. I have to say, this project was, wow, we learned a lot and it required a lot of patience.
Yeah, I'm glad we were able to work together and transform our small bathroom again. Here's an up-close look of the tiles after we grouted.
For our project, we installed waterproof baseboards and quarter rounds, and we used power grab instead of nailing them in.
We used a waterproof caulk because we're working in the bathroom. I like to caulk the top and the bottom of the quarter round with my finger.
This is our before and this is our after with the Grecian marble hexagon tiles. So here's our list of pros and cons we wanted to share for this project.
We hope this helps if you decide to work with hexagon tiles.
One thing for sure, our bathroom is better than before.
And if you'd like to see more videos like these, please subscribe to our channel.
Thank you.